Hello, welcome. It's time for some trading. Hi, hello. All right. So I'm looking at the open, at this crazy run this morning price, and I did take a few trades this morning in this area, and it was not the right time, so I got 2 losses, and I posed for London. In hindsight, that was an amazing setup, which now you can see, but well, let me draw it for you. See this area responsible for breaking quite a few structural levels. So let's call this, they certainly are responsible for breaking this market structure level. What can I do it for something thick? Is it this one? It broke this one. It broke this one. So you get the idea. So basically that accumulation pushed through with no resistance through all this. So somebody must have had a lot of interest into this area of price, right? So then there's the close of the market, the results, earnings for NVIDIA, and this happens. So then with the market wanting to keep going up, targeting this accumulation here with this slope, before it does the move, what does it do? Climbs up in a higher resistance, dump once, climb back up, cannot close above here, and does it twice. So twice we come back into an area of responsible for breaking a lot of levels of liquidity, and we did take this level of liquidity above this important area. We do it twice. So when we do twice, it's what we call a double bottom. Somebody was asking me, can you please explain what the AFOP main setup or main market structure is? So the golden standard of low resistance liquidity runs or easy trades. Yeah, so that's it. So we are in a zone. You come back visiting a zone that is a critical area responsible for pushing a lot of volume in a certain direction and breaking the structure. And then you do it not once. So first you have to have a sweep, and then the sweep must be swept. So this double bottom inside an area of great importance, after having taken a sensible liquidity level with the low of Asia, however you want to call it, and then start reversing. So if you were, I already had left the charts here, right? I make a couple attempts at this continuation here. I misread that this was the double bottom. If you can see, this was not breached. So the right entry would have been waiting for this flip. You could have done it in many ways. You could have entered market at the close here, and you must tell me, oh my god, this is a lot of points of stop. You would have enjoyed a great deal of points if you would have taken this trade. Only 70 points. Or you could have just waited for the retest. So wait for the retest of this area, and you would not have had any drawdown. Well, let's say realistically you would put it here, hold until this level. It turns out that this was when is the real AFOP setup? It's when price has lost all resistance and will just move. So you would have enjoyed a clean run until previous day high. Now, this is obviously hindsight, so repetition of trades and tape reading and forward testing for things that already happened do not have a lot of value because they're very easy to do. Hindsight is a perfect science. So you just wanted to know what the AFOP perfect setup is. It's called in many ways. It's also, there's a way to frame it as a SBS, but this is one of the, so the AFOP setup that, as I understand it, Okay, so that was the London session. Let me hide all this. And we keep going. So waiting for the open, and already the open is pushing hard to upside. The question is, do we want to get involved? I don't know. I don't think so. Right now, after such a incredibly bullish, London session, we are not going to short unless there is incredibly compelling evidence that the market structure is definitely bearish, moves to bearish. Until that, we always only gonna try to take longs. For example, now at the open, the volatility increases sensitively. So this is not what's going to happen, but if we would have something like this, this is a long we could take. This could happen in a different way. It could happen like this. Dang. Right? Depending, taking it, not taking it, there's many configurations. So all these areas that you see, the dotted lines in black right now are the 50% of these pullbacks, of these zones. The areas marked in SNDR are the areas responsible for pushing through and creating these new zones. So there might be areas that are sensitive price to come back to. And you might have a certain degree of however many swings before getting to. I'm just skipping a little bit, so let's see. Like this. What is the one that we would like? So all the ones that you see here have been unmitigated. That means price has definitely not come back to the 50% of these zones. So if should it come back, especially in this big area that was the old London session. Price closed at 2 a.m. and then we start London 2 to 5, then the lunch break. So if there's an area here where a lot of price action accumulated and the famous double bottom that we were talking about happened, I'll leave it here. So then this might be an area where we continue from. Or there's also something to be said about the, let me hide this, we will use them later to prove how right we were, how right I was. Oh, by the way, purple sweater, purple chart. It seems like I'm doing it on purpose. It's a design, yeah, we had a design look to our charts to mix and meld with real life colors. Funny. So it's 27. I'm looking also the 5-second chart, but I'm not gonna get involved right now. So we let the open do the open thing, I think. So this might be an area where we can maybe look for longs. This could be an area, so we skip one, this intermediate one we skip, and maybe we go long from here, or we go long from here, or we go long from here, or we go long from here. There is a way to treat this, that if the drop is really intense, then you might want to anticipate a market maker sell model that will try to go to some original accumulation that happened in price. And for that, we might need to look for it. By the way, I'm tracking the zones from a specific time, so these are sort of internal. If you want to take the external one, as you know, my indicator, you can sort of slice. Let me hide the origins. It gets confusing. Find the origins. You can choose a starting time, and depending on your starting time, the zones are going to change. Some are external, some are internal. These are the more external zones. So this NVIDIA earnings created a vacuum where price had to fill before moving on, and that's what happened. That's why I think we're incredibly bullish after this process of getting to this high. They don't expect we to retrace too much, so it might give us a chance to retrace maybe here, or maybe not, because previous day high. Do we want to retrace it? Okay, it's 9:30. Let's see what happens. Sometimes 9:30 is the start of a major move. More than anything, most of the times it's just a manipulation to continue. No, it's not really true, but there's always a manipulation, let's say, and then the real move happens a little bit afterwards. So far, how many points is this? Because zooming out, you lose the perception of the size of things. So this is actually a 50-point drop. That's nothing to sneeze at. So these candles are slightly heightened because of the volatility of the earnings of yesterday and news at 8:30 today. So we had a big wick to the downside. Let's see, how big was this wick? Oh, yeah, 30.1 minute wick, 30.1 minute candle, followed by, okay, this was the long, nice, a 50.1 minute candle. Yeah, that's nice. Nice candle. Okay. I mean, as we said, we are tendentially directionally long. Okay. We're going to have to let it settle, see if anything computes. I would say, yeah, as I was saying, it is unlikely that we would even though we did leave these nice clean levels to the down here, do we actually come down and take it? Let's see. So the way you do it is you come here, check the low, 20, 595.75, right? And this is 595.75. So these levels are exactly the same. So basically the huge algos or hedge funds that bought this and made it bounce up, they were still here in huge volumes buying it back, right? Or is the algo is doing it, however you want to do it. The question is, are they done? So did they deliver their profits at the previous day high? And then this will be the next target. Lots of people have put their stops below here, so we might go down there, maybe. We have to check. What's going to happen. We did previous day high is a threshold where things sometimes do reverse, right? So this paired candles with the up move followed by a down move that breaks the level. First, of course, it's a market structure shift. We did shift to the downside. Yeah, it shows it here. So I have the old school MSS. MSS. Yeah, I do have. All right. So we did go and we did create a breaker, or however you want to call it. Few down close candles. That should hold price. Okay, so we did anticipate. We did not anticipate, but we wanted to see a down move. This is a lot of points. Okay. I'm switching to the 15 seconds because that's where we're going to see more of what's happening. We're going to see more of what's happening. Maybe in 5 seconds. Okay, one of my alarms has beeped. Yeah, makes sense. I had marked one of the levels where we could consider to go long, but now it's too early. This is so in a full, probably a market maker model, market maker sell model. Look at this trend line. Look at this, very nice. Very nice trend line. It's likely we are going to be taking that. I would not buy a flip here. Second level I had marked. I had marked them all. And it beeps. Ah! In the end, it does make sense, right? Okay. Sometimes trading would be easy, right? Just short the 930. yeah. There you go. All my alarms. All right. We need music, I think. Let's watch. I think in my mic, let me we do have to wait. Just keep an eye if there's a flip. Oh yeah, another alarm. Very good. Keeps beeping. Oh my god, did I say market maker sell model we might get down to here? I might have said it, you know. Might have said it. Market maker sell model, draws and wavy stuff. And I was looking for, you know, sort of an accumulation where price could stop. And yes, indeed, there is. This is a huge accumulation during London. There's this area here, though. This is pretty cool. Oh wow. Another beep. 22 minutes, no trades. Right, there was a bounce. There was a bounce. The magic. That's why we love it, huh? Okay. I don't have much to do right now, so what we're gonna do is just pause the video, come back in a while, see what you think. Yeah, let's do that. See you in a bit. I'm going to pause the video and then glitch back at one point if there's anything. Thank you for watching so far. Bye. And we're back. I forgot to turn it back on. So I did take this trade from 688. Let me show you. 688. From here. 688. We're getting closer to, and it's actually a 60 point trade. Yeah, because of the enhanced volatility. See, I did take this. I did add on the way down. So I started with very small size, and it just looked that it didn't make sense that the 10 a.m. close would just push back up. And we are in that area where we were saying that what was that that I wanted to show you? This rectangle? No, this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, so yeah, we were saying that it's quite uncanny, to be honest. We were going through it, right? So for you, it's been a blink. I said, market maker sell model might start. Sometimes it starts at 9:30. Yeah, it's hard to predict that's the time where it's going to happen. It is true that by spreading a little bit wider, you can see this really nice climb, but that's just building up liquidity to be taken, and that's what we're doing. So I would expect. So it's only 10:05. It would be quite a gambit if. Now that we are in this origin, we did not breach this and go back up. That would be very impressive, and it means interest around this level is so high that I did take the trade. That trade puts me 100 off passing this specific combines. I am now $120 from passing. I can show you. Let me see. I am $100, $120 from passing. I would have passed now if I held, of course. I had a couple of losses today. I was down 400, 380. So with this trade, I recovered that. I recovered that loss. Could we have anticipated and entered a little bit earlier? Yes. The thing is, so the point of interest would have been, flipping around this new day opening gap, and somebody was showing me, was marking this as the SNDR, which I thought was quite somebody in the SBS gang friend was marking this as SNDR, and the reason why my indicator doesn't mark it as the SNDR, and also in general I don't know if I would consider it the SNDR, is that the actual zone, because of this strong close, is up here. The zone. This is internal, and yes, it is an accumulation before breaking a level. So it does sort of work, and in this case, it has worked. That was the level. So because of that, and then the close below the new day opening gap, being close to 10 a.m. 10 a.m. generally is, well, it can do reversal and it can do continuations, but in this situation, after this major crash of 100, 300 points, you would expect 10 a.m. to do a continuation, right? Unless, and so I was looking for a short. You remember I said only longs, and then this happens, and then I was looking for shorts. Now the question is, we did take that major level. Is this the level where we flip? And let's keep an eye on it, and also let's keep the size, because I was I started with 1 micro that trade because there's so much volatility that these small moves, they look like small moves. They're 100 points. So we need to be very careful with the sizing, because it has happened to me that a few candles, they look like normal regular candles, and you want to put a 15-point stop or a 20-point stop or a 7-point stop, and you realize that maybe the stop is 30 and you open it with the wrong size. So normal size is 2 minis, 3 minis, 2 minis, 20 micros, and now you're risking now you're risking a lot. So that's why that's a good reminder. That's the reason why I had put also in the origin, the size of the origin. I have it disabled right now, but that's it's good to have. Now we have to check. I apologize that you couldn't catch that trade live, and also I apologize that I didn't pass the combine for $100. But you know, so now we can risk less. We can risk 150, 200, and if it's the right direction, then we should pass this. So that will put some more funded accounts in my pocket, and it's a new regiment of risk management protocol that I am using now, which is it's a hybrid between risk very little, grow the account slowly, or go all in and push it very hard. This is a balanced process. So right now what I've been doing with risk management for this combine is 475 risk, 500, 475 is risk, 475 plus fees, plus spread, plus entry that cannot be always perfectly clean to risk 500, and target 2R, and then one maximum 2 trades a day, max 2 losses a day. For sure, after a loss, it's a stop for the session. And yeah, this is now the 4th day of these combines. They are copied, and hopefully we pass. It's 100. I'm 100 off. Double check the status of the 4-hour close. Okay, it does look nice and bearish. The daily candle also looks like it could retrace. I can show you. This though. So eyes on here. So 10 a.m. completed the move, and do we reverse? Question mark. Let's put the higher time frame candles close. So this was a clean body close. So this is bearish. This 4-hour has retraced completely and closed bearish. So we can't look for longs. So I would say we look for shorts. 1020, let's say 1020 continuation short. We're going to consider that this flip is fake. It's actually not a flip because the flip happens up here, so that you know. If I remove this, where does my indicator on the 15 seconds thinks this is a zone, and we breached it, and now we're going up. Is it possible that this is the push up? The double bottom F up. Yeah, that would be amazing. To be honest, they did it once, and now they're going to do it twice. Wow. Do it again. Double bottom reversal. There's a flip on 15 seconds. Off and go. So we did know that a lot of let's say interest was around here. So this move is is not completely unexpected. And we breached it, came back to 50% and run. So as I said, we were looking at the hourly candle, bearish, very bearish. 4 hour could be bearish. Now we're pushing back up. Did we take any area? So we did take the low of the NVIDIA earnings. If we look at it at 5 minutes, where are we in 5 minutes? Okay, so there's an area here of quite some chop and accumulation that lasted several days, right? Slowly inching downwards, up and down, up and down. Breach it right here. Trying to form and this was the all-time high. Where are we on this whole range? It's good to know. Where are we on this whole range? Yeah, roughly equilibrium of this range. Yeah, we're roughly at the equilibrium of this range. Clearly exactly at the equilibrium of this range. So here's where we decide, previous high, previous low, are we leaning towards one direction or the other? Of this huge range that decides we're moving towards all-time high or that low. This is a 5 minute. Let's check the 5 minute manipulation projection. What does it tell us? There's no swing here. There's no swing here. There's no swing here. The swing is, I believe, is this one. I think it's this one. We have to check the low of this. The low is 83825. 838. Okay, then it's not. Wait, the low is 83825. Yeah, it's higher. Okay, so it's this one. Okay. We go project for me, please. Monitor us. So if you project the last manipulation, you to get that we passed this. By the way, should have 3.5, right? 3.5. That we did reach 3.5 expansion. So this move could be done. This move could be done. Could we retrace back? Yes, we could. Is there a counter move that we can check? Let's see. Well, the last manipulation here, counter move would be this one on the 1 minute. Oh yeah, it's quite balanced. We would need to come back up here if we want to project until, or if we want to continue to the downside, we could come here, do some shenanigans, and then come down 2.5. Last manipulation, retracements. No, but if we're thinking we're continuing, it's 10:20. Is there some market structure we can glean? Let's see. Some market structure that we can glean from this move. Did I disable the SNDRs? Let's see. Don't burn the mitigated ones. I forgot to. There's some color missing from the SNDRs. Makes it hard to see. Bullish. There we go. 15. Want a green, red. So there was that was the bearish SNDR as a well. Probably this will swing. We violated it. Now, if we were to close below it, so there's a tiny bullish SBS on the 15 seconds. That is something like, hey, I came up here, and now I liquidate that, and I continue. Yeah, this level. It's been breached, is it not? Now, if this was the case, you want to see continuation, right? So if the continuation fails and we go below, we could still see the continuation afterwards. It's 222, 1022. 1022 is a good time to start looking for a trade, possibly still a short. Okay, like we said, it's a failed SBS long, so now is it gonna give us a chance to enter? I don't think so. I said 1022, 1022. 1022 is, so in the 15 seconds we did flip to a bullish stance, like here we reached 50% of this zone. All right. What is ES doing? I forgot to check. I might have missed the short, huh? The reason why I was not intensely ready was because there was a chance that this is going to be a 5 and then we flip again. And yeah, narrative was correct. Narrative, we were looking for a short, right? Narrative is correct. We missed it. We did miss it. It's relatively easy move. 1024. See, these are big moves. You see, those are just moved 100 points again in a blink, like from here 75 points. All right. We are in the origin. Now, let's see if we can catch. So this is clear, right? So we took this liquidity. We took this liquidity. My idea is that we're going to continue to the downside. We reached 50% of these. We were saying we thought maybe we could get, but did we got to the 1-1 projection of this this manipulation? Isn't there one here? Yeah, no. So we use the 1 minute. Yeah, okay. If we don't use the 1 minute and we use this one, look what we get. That's where the magic, fractal magic happened. We do get that area, which is 2.5 expansion. Okay, how much is this? 30 points, huh? Okay. The 5 seconds sees a lot of SNDRs that have been mitigated, so we remove them. It was not too fast to enter. And a move happened. Okay. Yeah, we missed it. We had a chance here, but the price is moving very fast, so it's just moving very, very fast. That's what we expected, a continuation. We did sort of call it. Well, we said if we fail here, then we're going to have a breakdown, continuation that we were looking for, a continuation to the downside. And yeah, because we were looking at the club, the 1 hour close, the 4 hour close. We said we're bearish, right? So waited, we came back to 50%, and then we had to find an entry. Was there an entry? Yes. So we came to mitigate this 50% of the zone, this 50%. We flipped here, retraced, double top, and down. Yeah, makes sense. So now we ICT had called the level. Let me see. He had called 565. Was like. Yeah, so 555, 556. So. All right. All right, well, we missed that specific trade. Do we want to go for, now it's 10:30. We are on top of the new week opening gap, a couple of them overlapping. Check how big are these zones. 30-ish points. And previous day low is here. Yeah, probably I'm going to go to previous day low, right? So previous day low. So we wait for another opportunity to short. 10:30. That was a brilliant opportunity here, right? Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, let's see if we can enter. $10.30. Let me remove these. I want that, but I don't want the origins. Remove the origins. Leave the SNDR. Okay, so we are at 10:30. How would it look like if I want to risk 250? Say here. With 20-point stop. To make, how much I need to make? Well, I just need to make 150, right? So a 1-to-1 would be nice. It says I need to risk 6 contracts. Okay. Let's do it. Stop set 5. Because I did the stop market. Very funny, very funny. Okay, let's see. If I am, I'm setting up a stop sell here. So we go up, we come down, we create a breaker. Hopefully we breach this. Okay, we have a tap of the, sorry, there's some news about Topstep that got my attention. So 10:30, if we did a double tap in this area, touch 50% and come down, maybe that would be a short. Otherwise, we're just gonna continue with the stop sell here. Hopefully, as soon as I see that it's passed, it's passed. So what we want to see is this. That's what we want to see. Wick. We want to see a wick. Wait, what is he? Okay. let's see. Okay, so what I would like now is we now move our so we are at 50% of the zone. If we close below here, which is the protected level, we might go down a little bit. Our risk will be heightened, but this is the breaker. Sort of keep it the same. SNDR. They might want to be a little bit cautious, so might want to, instead of doing it like that, is it 6 contracts? So do it like this, stop sell 1. I'm trying to add stop sell 1. No. Usually it merges them. Okay, I can get them to merge. No, it doesn't do it. This time it bounced on the... So we're going to do it by hand, basically, at the close of the candle. So that's the SNDR. So until we're proven otherwise, our bias is going to be the same, which is we want to continue to the downside. We touched the new week opening gap when we didn't go to the previous day low. It's 10:37. Okay, let's see. We want to see a strong breach. Ideally we continue to this, but we don't care, right? We just want to see ready. Okay, marine. Now let's see if it's a trick or if we pass. So we were waiting for this move. Let's see. I just need to see the 53,000 on the screen, and I'm done. Okay, that's done. I'll show you. Yeah. So, and that's passed. And that's, my friends, is how you pass 2 combines in 4 days. Now we don't really care what happens next. For now, for today, we're done. Okay. We were waiting for how many points was it? It was not many points, right? I think 13 points. 13 points. Okay, I can't complain. All right, that was the objective. I was missing just 150. So these 3 days have been pretty good trading. I took losses, so it was not perfect run, but I might share the, let's say, the equity curve if you guys are interested. Otherwise, I hope you found this interesting. It turned out it came up down to 1 hour. I don't think it was. I missed showing you the trade that got me back in the green. Shall we just stay a few minutes, see if actually the read of this? We've been calling for this. So market, there was a flip here. See this line? We created structure, bearish structure that should hold price to the downside. I didn't put a stop sell here because I wanted to see the candle actually close. So I entered quite low. I did enter at 545. So actually it was a bit small entry. Let's see. 545. Yeah. So as soon as the candle closed, I push. I had, as an idea, 20 points stop. and the target will be here, just a continuation, 1030 continuation, the safe target. The other target actually, which, okay, well, this was validate our expertise, you know, previous day low. So we come back and tweet if we get to previous day low with 20 point stop, there will be a 3R trade. Otherwise, it could be, yes, so we are in an origin. So what you need to know, as you always, is that the reason why price reverses is there's a lot of interest around here. And so when you get down there, people that were buying there might not have finished. That's why the origins of the moves give a lot of push to price. Sometimes that's enough to push price and reverse it, push it back up. So many times the moves from origin are very profitable. In this case, we have a very huge, it seems from the market structure and analysis of the higher time frame candles that the price action is predisposed to go down. So maybe you won't have so much resistance. It's 1030. The open has happened. The ambiguity and doubt about what's going to happen in this session is gone. So I expect the price to just go down. I guess we'll see soon. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, you know. And then we just got lucky. Maybe we just got lucky. And I don't want to hold you here to look at it. We're just gonna look at it together on this in Discord or Twitter. I'm happy. Yeah, so the we retraced. What would have been stopped? See, very nice. It's nice that I closed the trading time. Was it at least a 2 1-to-1? Not even a 1-to-1, Nicola. Right. Let's see if it does it now. It did do this. It left these two levels. Right, nice. 1042. And 37. Right. Right. I'm happy I cashed in time. Okay. Thank you for watching. We're gonna have keep an eye on what happens here. If it's now the double top that's gonna move price down, or keep in mind we're a little bit zoomed in on the 5-second charts. 5 second is crazy. You look at it on the 1 minute, nothing crazy is happening. Just swing high, and maybe we come back down, and hopefully, probably we want to go up here and then come down. Anything can happen. We were very zoomed in on the 5 seconds, and this, at least this breaker gave a little bit of a push, enough for us. So a way to calculate, actually, let me show you. A way to calculate how much push you're gonna get from a breaker is they often say that the breaker should offer at least a 1-to-1. So if you take so if you take half well, all right, if you consider that this is the breaker, generally you would get a move that is at least 1.5, well, which we got, right? Okay, it's not this major gigantic profit that we got, but projection of a breaker, there's some rules to it. I never use those though. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you find this useful, insightful, and I'm just gonna post it and then you let me know. And thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. The indicator, by the way, I've had a lot of progress. I've been on a complete full immersion rewrite of it, so that it becomes more stable and more accurate, and I've done quite some major progress. I have now I've started a rewrite, so that doesn't sound really good for publishing it soon, right? But it's something overdue. Otherwise, you know, in use, if you one day you want to pay for it, and then it's better be stable and never fail you. So I want to make sure that I nail that. So I'm working on it, but it's looking good. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye. Can I put some music on for you as you unwind from this fantastic video? Let's see, this one. Here. All right. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.